Hello, my nutty buddies. How are you guys doing today? Come on in. Thumbs up the video if you are my friend. I am your lovely host, Vanessa, here with another informative and information video. Informative and information. Same thing. Oh, check yourself before you wreck yourself, Vanessa. Same thing. So anyway, y'all, I'm coming to y'all. If you don't laugh at yourself, everybody else gonna laugh at you. I'm laughing at myself, y'all. I don't care if you laugh at me. When it's funny, it's funny. I'm laughing at myself. So again, so anyway, y'all, I'm coming to y'all with an informative, informational video. Since I want to be redundant, let me just go ahead and just, ride it out. So anyway, y'all, I want to talk to you guys today about, should you pay somebody to build your van, or should you do it yourself? Should you DIY it, or should you just buy it? You could buy containers and stuff. Excuse me, y'all. Or you have stuff in your home that you could just bring into your van. Should you do it that way, or should you pay somebody to build you out a van? Pros and cons. So I'm going to say this. If you got money to pay somebody else to do you a van, if you got money to pay somebody to do a professional job in your van, and you don't want to build out your van, you don't want to learn a new skill, you don't want to learn from trial and error. If you got the money to do it, it's not going to set you back. It's not going to put you in debt. That's the key. Not going to put you in debt. Some of y'all can pay somebody to do a van bill, but you're going to go take out a loan and you're going to get in debt. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go pay somebody to do a van bill and get in debt. Just go get you a bed, a pillow, a mattress, and start living in your van until you are able to build it out. Do a little bit at a time, but I wouldn't go get in debt. Me personally, you probably done got in debt to go get the van. Now you're going to turn around and get in debt to pay somebody to build it out. And you haven't even lived in a van and traveled in a van to see if you could stick out van life. You're going to end up spending all that money on that van. And then you're going to be one of these YouTubers that be on here talking about, I'm selling my van, y'all. I'm not saying everybody that do that done went got in debt. But I'm saying if you don't do what you need to do, you're going to be one of them van lifers. You're going to be like, y'all, I'm selling my van. And you done spent all that money on that van. And now you about to turn around and sell it. Will you ever get back exactly what you put in? Will you really make a profit off of it? I don't know. Maybe you will. That's a chance you take. But I wouldn't go into debt I could see people going into debt and creating a debt to buy a vehicle. And if you know you have enough money to pay the note, then go into debt to buy the vehicle. But if you don't go into debt, don't go into debt for both of them, to buy the van and to get a van bill. Like, that's a lot of money. And it's just so much better, y'all. It's okay, yeah, it's fine and dandy if you got a professional build or whatever. But it's so much better when you learn a skill and you learn how to do it yourself. I'm all about the DIYs. I'm all about doing it yourself. I'm all about you can make it pretty. Paint makes everything pretty. Paint cover up all your mistakes, all your flaws, girl, everything. Ain't nobody gonna notice that. I probably got 15 million flaws in this thing behind me. Ain't nobody noticing that. Ain't nobody noticing it. This is paint covering up. So DIY versus paying somebody. If you could afford, I done seen some beautiful van bills. It have people that have started van life that did their own van bills, and now they have van bill companies. That's just what they concentrating on now, just building vans for other people, turning around them, flipping them, and selling them. So if you could afford that and you could get your own floor plan, because they will build it exactly how you want it to. It's a couple of YouTubers that do that. They will build it exactly how you wanted them to build it. And if you could afford it, it's not going to break the bank. If you have retired, if you have sold your home and you have the money and you want to live in luxury, and it's nothing wrong with you paying somebody to build a van. There are a lot of people who have retired and who have sold their home, and they have the equity from the home to buy a vehicle cash, pay for somebody to build it cash, and they're not going to end up being in debt afterwards. Some people who you see do that, they did not go into debt in order to get the van and to pay somebody to build it. If you're not going to go into debt in order to get the van and pay somebody to build it, pay somebody to build it. If you don't have a YouTube channel and you're not trying to get views from being creative and doing DIYs, pay somebody to do it. It's the majority of people that live van life do not have van life channels. They just living life. They just out here enjoying life. They ain't got no cameras or nothing like that. So if you just living van life and you not doing it to have a YouTube channel, and because if you did van bills on your channel, you're going to get more clicks and views for doing a van bill opposed to paying somebody to do a bill for you, because you're not going to have any footage to show them that. So you're just going to pop up on the scene with this beautifully built van. That's all fine and dandy. But, it would be nice if you would be able to display to people your own style, your own taste, your own creativity. So it's totally 100% up to you. Everybody's situation is different. I say this all the time. Everybody lives van life differently. Everybody is living van life to get something different out of van life. And so there are a lot of people who have worked their whole lives and they have a retirement, they have a pension, they have sold their house. So they have money to be able to buy 2 or 3 vans and get them built out. So to them, that is wonderful to get a van built out and to get a van equipped with everything that they need. They don't have to worry about having a tank on the top of their van because they could afford to get a hot water heater. They could afford to have water tanks and gray tanks up under the vehicle. That is awesome. That is amazing. That is amazing. Maybe one day I'll be that good where I could build a van out and do all of that. I enjoy the creativity and adding my own style and my own flair to it. So if that's something you want to do, you want to add your own style, you want to add your own flair, you want to build your skill set, build your skill levels, then build out your van. But if you ain't interested in that, but a catch-22 to that too is if you pay somebody to build your van out, you don't have the skill set because they not going to always be with you. So you don't have the skill set to fix it if something break. You don't have the skill set to you don't even have the tools to fix it if it break because you paid somebody else to do it. So you don't even have the tools. You don't even know. You probably don't even know how to use it. So if you're going to be running back and forth to that same person, and when you get another project, if you're going to be running back to that same person and you could afford it, let somebody build your van. But if you know when you get on that road, if something happened or you can't afford it and you might have another idea and you might want something, you don't have no tools to do it. I personally preferred to build my van, buy my tools, instead of paying somebody any money that I paid somebody to do something. I paid somebody to do one thing in this van, and that is put up my ceiling. And my subscribers wanted me to pay somebody to do it. I didn't want to pay nobody to do it. I actually wish I wouldn't have paid the person to do it, because they end up, even though I told them to be careful and they seen where the wires were, they end up taking a screw through my wires and putting my lights out in the van. I didn't know at the time that they had did that, and I couldn't even drive at night because I didn't have no lights. So they could have caused a whole fire. So me personally, I prefer to do it myself because I know I'm going to take my time. I know I'm going to do it right. And if I drive a screw through my wires, I don't feel that bad because I did it. But when I'm paying somebody else to work on my van and they drive a screw through my van, through my wires, and I think the man knew what he did. I think he knew what he did. That's just my personal opinion. I think he knew what he did, because at the end of the day, almost immediately I started smelling something burning. And I was like, what's that smell? What's that smell? I think he knew too. And then when he got through and I tried to pay him, he said, no, I don't want no money. Just consider that my blessing to you. And I was like, nope, here. And I paid him. So I pretty much paid the man to mess up my van, to possibly cause a fire in my van. Then I had to go and pay somebody else to fix the wires that he had cut. So I paid him and then paid them, and I'm paying double when I could have just did it myself. So me personally, I prefer to do it myself. Take my time, learn it. I might not do it right, but it's going to be done. So everything is a catch-22, you guys. You know, take people's advice, even though I'm giving you this advice, take people's advice with a grain of salt. Don't let the way I do something, I'm trying to think of a word and I can't think of it. Don't let the way I do something, and I'm still not thinking of the right word, so I'm just going to use this other word. Don't let the way I do something persuade you to do it a way other than what you want to do it. Do it your way. Take people's advice. Look at it from their perspective. Think about it and juggle it around in your head and be like, oh, okay. And I'll be like, now, I respect what she's saying, but now I want to pay somebody. Don't let what I say sway you from what you really, really want to do. You have to learn who you are, how you want to do things. Everything is going to be trial and error. Van life is individualized. Van life is individualized. The process of van life is individualized. The budget is individualized. If you got a big, huge budget, then you might not even be considering a van bill, DIY van bill at all. It's individualized. And depending on your budget, you might not even be able to do a van bill. You might just have to move in with your furniture from your house. Go back and watch my videos on the channel. I have several videos from the beginning. My van bill didn't start out with me start building on a van. I brought stuff out of my home up in here. I wasn't going to do a van bill at first. I was just going to move in with regular furniture and stuff, you guys. But when they stole my van, they stole everything in it. When they stole my van, they stole everything in it. So everything that I was going to start van life with, that I wouldn't have to spend no money on, all I was going to do was just insulate my walls, and I had everything else. I had a stove, an antique 4-burner stove that I actually liked better than this stove. I had it already. I had propane tanks already. Go back and watch the videos. I tried several methods of how I was going to do my bed. I had a crate bed. Then I had this little massage table bed. I thought my bed was going to be over here. So everybody has a different budget. And so you're not going to be, some people are not going to take my advice and say, well, I'm going to do my own van bill. Some people like, I ain't even doing no van bill. And that's fine. That's fine, because this is personalized. It's individualized. And it's, if you could save some money and you could get into your van. See, a van bill is not that necessary. Some of you people saying, well, I would need to get a van. And then now you already thinking about a van bill before you get the van. No, honey, baby, boo-boo, child, get the van. Use whatever furniture you have in your house that you can put in your van and set it up like a little home, and let that be it for a little minute. Let that be it for like the first year. And as you live in it, you're going to realize, I don't like that over there. I don't like this over here. I don't like that over there. So move in your van, y'all. This is how you're going to figure out what floor plan is going to work for you, by moving in your van with the stuff that you have already. You're going to put that stuff over here, and you're going to try to use it like that. You'll be like, no, that don't work. And then you're going to move it around. And then once you finally get that furniture moved in a place where you are actually comfortable and you can function, where it has functionality to it, then now you know that's how I want to build out my van. With this over here, that over here, this over here. Some people gonna keep that front seat in there. Some people that do solo van life is gonna keep their front seat up in there. And that's a perfect place for your batteries. That's a perfect place for whatever you want. That's a perfect place for your dog, if you have a dog. That's a perfect place for a lot of storage. And I don't have anybody traveling with me. And if somebody want to travel with me, guess what? They going to sit back here. Because they not going to sit up there and get me a ticket. They're going to be sitting back here or laying down, fix that mattress and let them take a nap. Y'all take turns driving. See, that's a good thing too. If you did have somebody traveling with you on occasion, put the mattress back here, and they could be taking a nap while you driving, and then they could drive when you take a nap, and y'all take turns. I mean, the front seat is not necessary. I don't miss that front seat. That front seat was serving me no purpose whatsoever, but I have so much benefit from taking that front seat out. And I enjoyed every bit of my van life. I enjoyed every bit of working on my van, and it was gratifying. It's gratifying to be featured on Tiny Home Tours, to have a video have over, as of now, 100 and something thousand views, and have more than 99% of the comments be like amazing, smart, talented, beautiful. Like, those are the fruits of my labor. The words that you guys say and the encouragement that you have given me was fruits of my labor. Had I not built the van out, oh, well, she just one of them normal people who had money to go pay for it. That is not encouraging you, because you're not going to have the money to do that. So when somebody like me and somebody like you build out your van, personalize it, you become an encouragement to somebody else who, and see that it's more rewarding to say, oh, I'm helping somebody else that was like me. They ain't got no money. They barely had money to buy a van. So, but yeah, throw your stuff in there at the house. Don't start thinking about a van bill right away. Get the van, anime. Get the van, anime. And throw your furniture up in there and live up in that van for 6 months to a year. And then you start gradually building. I wasn't going to build I'm telling y'all, go back to watch them videos. I had stuff in here, and my stuff, I was trying to figure out, trying to live in my van and trying to figure out how to do this and how I was going to do that. And then, it got stolen. Unfortunately, it got stolen. But fortunately, I did do a van bill. And fortunately, we are here today. And fortunately, you are watching my channel because you're encouraged and motivated by my van bill. So the Bible say everything works out for the good of those that love the Lord. What the devil meant for evil, God used for good. And on that note, I'm going to end this video. Thank y'all so much for watching and tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on this video, as always, in the comments bar below. Let's chat it up and talk in the comments. Let me know if you have any other subjects you want me to make a video on. And don't forget to help me help you by liking this video, commenting on this video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And all my information will be in the description box below if you want to support the channel in any shape, form, or fashion. Talk to you guys later. Bye now. Thanks for watching. See y'all later. He trying to get out. Look. I could sit here all day, you guys. Beautiful. Say hey. Say hey.